So I bought a stack of cards for about $2.99, and I used them for my flashcards to study for the Florida Civic Literacy exam. And as time went on, I would highlight anything that would help me remember the question. A good one is Mary Beth Tinker versus Des Moines. And I remember the kids in this case, they had to wear black armbands, so that's why there's black on the card. And that is for the First Amendment. So make sure if you make flashcards, you write which amendment it's for, because on the test, it will mention the First Amendment, then you have to check which case it was. And if you don't know which amendment goes with the case, more than likely you won't pass. Another one is right here. I think this is Hazelwood Kohlmeyer. All right. But if you watch my other videos, you'll see how I was able to, I guess, use clever ways to memorize things like Woodrow Wilson, World War I, he was a president, as well as I talked about the ages of to be a president and a senator and ways you can memorize that. But literally anything that I wasn't very strong on, I made a card for it, and it helped so much when it came to the test, because even if I wasn't very clear on the answer, at least I could narrow it down. And I always got confused with how long we elect a U.S. representative. And it looks like I use U.S. rep as 2 words, so 2 years, and a senator for 6 years. I always mess that one up. I even wrote it on the front and the back. And I can already tell this one's for Ben Franklin. He started the first free library, almanac, and he was the first postmaster. And that was correct. And it looks like I put the father of our country is George Washington. But if you're seeing these cards, these are all great questions for you to study. Let's see. These are U.S. territories: Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa, Northern Mariana Islands, Guam. Looks like I made a little acronym, PUANG. And who vetoes bills? I think it's a president. You have to be 18 to vote. And it looks like for General Eisenhower, he fought in World War II, I believe. It looks like Franklin Roosevelt was the president during the Great Depression in World War II. I do remember this question on there. So, Franklin Roosevelt, World War II, Great Depression. That was an important question. Anyways, I hope you like this video on flashcards, and I definitely recommend making them physically as well as studying digitally, but you want to have them physically so you can highlight and make your own little notes. So printing money is a power of FG, which is the federal government. Name some writers of the Constitution. This ought to be good. All right. Every president, well, presidents that end in Madison, Hamilton, Jefferson, George Washington, Franklin. Looks like it's all O-N-O-N-I-N. And federal government prints money. Wow, so writers of the Constitution: Madison, Hamilton, Jefferson, Washington, and Ben Franklin. Gideon versus Rainwright, Dred Scott versus Sanford, Lochner versus New York, Gibbons versus Oakden.